There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We judge it for podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Worried about people who willing to serve. Blessing that time and that effort are rest. The brothers giving the fear and the promise of death. The work with my life without fear.
I live for health.
Master.
Play Paris, who make on you. I can't Sktv menu. Say my journey, Tina get I say my jamo. And you no money, and more I know. And you love
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandbaza.
And I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I couldn't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I couldn't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I forget it now ya to money. That's the TV, and I forget it now. Cause you walk on my ya to money. Yeah.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandbaza.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We judge it for podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Worried about people who willing to serve. The flesh, that time and the efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving a real and the promise from best. To work with my life without fear. From Grandfather Nima to Lufa, from Riverside, River G to Chile, from Grand Crew, Bombing, Kidman, Montserrat, San to Bacalu, from Maryland, Bonk to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa.
Indeed, Sktv, it is the best in Liberia, and Sktv, we are the best in Africa, and Sktv, we are the best around the world, folks. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, based on your location right here, maybe around the world. Yes, indeed, if you are around the world and you are also watching us or stay following us via the internet, maybe YouTube or the Facebook, let me say good morning, good afternoon. I know it's still the last day to your end and to our end here to in Liberia. Today is the 31st of December, the 12th month. Wow, that's good. It's good to be alive and to see the last day, especially the 12th month and the year 2025. Good evening, good day to all of you, our people, our supporters, our well-wishers, especially those of you that are always with us from January up to December. I want to say, indeed, you people are the real group of people. You are the best. You are the reason why we are here. So again, thanks to all of you for always following this show, especially Truth FM. Those of you that are also listening to us via the radio, thank you so much. And happy pre-New Year Day to all of you, man. Our people, you know, we wish you all of the best. And today's broadcast is just going to be about the day to New Year. What see you into 2025? What are some of the things that you think, that happened along the way? What enter into maybe the middle, every time of our lives? That we always sometimes joke here on the show. Before we tell you to share the show, but those of you, by the time you come on, we don't even have to tell you to share the show. You know, every time they have the goalkeeper, those of you, they have the goalkeeper at number 1. And they have the number 2 player, the defender, the number 3, number 4, and number 5. These are all defenders, you know. So that's how the entire life look, the stages of life. So from January to between January, February, March, that's the first. April, May, you know, all that the different part of the entire year, you know. By the time you start to enter into the Mayfield, or what we call the middle part of the year. That means between June, July, August up to September. Then you are already now into the middle part of the year. Then between October, November, then that's the supporting arm of the end of the year before going to the number 9, which of course is the last month, December. Then now we go straight to the end of the year. That how I look. Even our own lives, these are things, these are strategies that when you put together, your life will prosper, every time of your life. Just check into these things. Well, I will share the show. Happy pre-New Year Day to all of us. Happy pre-New Year. Happy 2026. Hopefully, by the grace of God, we have a few more hours from our end here in Liberia, and we'll be entering 2026. While other people will be sleeping, they also will be waiting to enter. We will be entering maybe all together, but we will be watching the world news on tonight to see how that's going to happen. As usual, before you enter into the year, other people already enter. I was watching some of the world news, and so there are few countries, maybe from Asia in there, they are already into 2026 already. But we will be, the entire group. So we will be entering 2026 few hours from now. But folks, share the show. Good evening to all of you out there, channel listeners. And let me say thanks to all of you. Indeed, we are grateful. I don't know about you, but some of us, we are grateful, especially been given this opportunity by our management, headed by our dynamic CEO, Honorable Laike Bedete, who keep making sure that our Truth FM is on the airwave. That's one of the best things in this life. Maintenance, the issue of maintaining yourself in this life is one thing that when you do, that means that you're strong. So the issue of maintenance is indeed good. As usual, we want to say thanks to all of our staff here at Truth FM. Happy pre-New Year to all of you. Keep doing your best. Keep working the work. So people, let's share the show. I'm doing that now already. We have so many things to talk about. More will soon be here with us. But Ali will join us, even though the issue of the Speaker will have is still continuing. And the family members of the Speaker, also today, they were able to have their own side of the story. But let's share the show first. We will give you all of the latest happening back home, some of the truly national issues, and also some of the things happening around the world. I'm waiting for Mark because there are so many things happening in the U.S. with the U.S. fraud, back to back, and all of these things that are happening. We who coming from other part of the world, when we go to the U.S., we are the one that creating most of the most of the tensions, most of the problems. Don't get me wrong, but that's just a fact. Even what going on right now, the fraud issue right now in the U.S. has been linked to people who come from outside of U.S. They may not come from Africa, they may come from Asia, they may come from Europe, they may come from maybe North America, or as you may call. But again, we always creating problem according to Donald Trump job poster. Now people are just creating problem, for the U.S. So we're waiting for Mark. Stay another brother Ali when they come on, then we will a little bit dive into that. And yes, some of the happening there from the U.S. about this fraud issue, almost that been investigated by a young promising journalist who were able to investigate and rule out all of the information that been handling for ever so long. That's why you don't overlook people. That's the thing in life. You don't overlook people. Sometimes people will be working, they have their pen, they have their paper, maybe they have their copybook, they have their tablet, and you'll be seeing them look at that one. That one, a journalist, especially for Liberians, always want you to take side. I know you're not taking a side, you're not dancing to their political godfather, you're not doing how I will say. Yeah, sometimes I want to, I think about most of our brothers and sisters, especially our young brothers. Your mom and dad send you to school to be doing how I will say. No. If they send you to school for how I will say, then what is the essence of you going to school? Just wait and wait for how I will say. Simple. Only here in Africa, especially in Liberia, we do these things. Well, Europe, around the world, other part of the world, the people there, they are working, putting their brain to use, putting all of their things that they learn, they put all of these things to use. But for us here, the only time you will get connected is maybe if you are given opportunity to get closer to the to that lawmaker or to that senator or to that person or to that government official who who become like some kind of a person who think that because he have the money, so the only thing now you can do is to use your same resources against you. And when you don't join them, they insult you, they have everything to say about you, criticize you, in fact, they send even they are well, you may call the people want you to come and insult you back to back. The same people that are struggling like you will also be insulting you. But when they are sick, then they come back to the same media. Oh, we want to we want to see. You see the kind of people we are. You see the kind of people we are. Well, anyway, you share the show, people. More will soon be here. Yeah. So you will insult the. That's why. Look, don't insult the media. Whether it's on your side, it's not on your. If I don't even have side, your side should be Liberia. Your side should be good thing. So what the media institutions are saying, are they against Liberia or are they against the growth and development of our country? Ask yourself. Well, every time you won't be insulting people here and there, like that's the only way that you people will be maybe be seen as people who can discuss issues. And that's why I'm not liking the new politics that is coming as we enter into 2026 about the competition between those supporters of both political parties about showing out or showcasing their projects. That's good. That's good. Go out there, tell your opponent that yes, this my candidate or this person have this and they have done this and this is what they are doing. Instead of you to be insulting for them, no, because their own children go on the internet. Have you seen their children on the internet insulting? Have you seen Jojo Boakai insulting anybody? Have you seen Tatan Boakai or you seen any of them insulting people? No. For you that when you're sick, you don't even have nothing. You don't have nothing like depend on. You will be cursing people just because you politically you have been the actual emotions has entered you. So the only thing you can do is for you to insult people. You gotta stop. Some of you today, these are things I will be saying to all of you today as we enter into 2026. You have to stop. Go to the issues and stop insulting people. Let me see who already here. Okay, good. But Ali is here already. Yes, I'm doing great. Check, Sako, my brother, I'm doing great. Yeah. Thank you, my brother, for coming. And also, we are here, and we will be here up to maybe only the New Year break will be fun. Brother Ali is here. Brother Ali, good evening, my dear brother, and happy New Year to you, or happy pre-2026 to you, my dear brother. Everything was to you.
Good afternoon from my end, Mayborn. Good afternoon to our listening audience and followers. Happy pre-New Year. I'm good. How you doing? How's Mama Liberia?
Well, I'm doing great and thank God Mama Liberia is okay, apart from all of the happening, ranging from the former foreign minister appearing last evening on one of our sister network, Minister Samuel Twe. And also spark of mixed reactions. People have their own saying, people have their own part of the story, what to take from the interview, what not to take, what Sudan and what not Sudan and so forth. And later on this afternoon also, we witnessed the family members allegedly people who claim to be the family member of the Coon family. Also today they had their press conference telling the public exactly what's going on with the Coon family and how they want the situation to be settled because it's really, really damaging the name of the family to them. Yeah, so apart from that, my brother Liberians are all gearing up for 2026. And so far, so good. These are some of the happening back home. But Liberia is peaceful, and as usual, it's like we are staying into the rainy season because sometimes the weather comes a little bit cold, and after some time the rain fall, and after some time the sun come up. So we are between both the rainy season and now the dry season, but we are okay for now.
Yes, thank you there for the update. Yes. Yes, so yeah, last day I see that the country was locked down. Yes, I saw that the whole country was locked down last night. Everybody glued to their radio to listen to the former finance minister Samuel D. And there were a lot of things that were said. So that's it. We are going to talk our own from what we heard last night. Welcome on.
What's up, guys? What's going on with the numbers? I'm only seeing 21 from my screen. I don't know by this time. We're almost 17 minutes past the hours, and I'm not seeing anything. Something's not right from a connection standpoint. But it's good to be here. Final day of the year. 2025 is gone. Few hours from now, we'll be into the new year. Great to be alive. Great to be on SKTV, and let's see how today's edition goes. We try to balance it a little bit because the final edition of the show for the year. Yeah, we'll go Mayborn. And we're halfway there, and within few minutes we will be at our regular average daily target. But anyway, I'm here. Thanks for being here.
Wonderful, thank you, Mark. So, like you just said, we are not starting up, but I want us to really maybe come up with some of our own experience into 2025 before maybe into or maybe before going into another discussion for the day. So let's start off with Brother Ali. Brother Ali, what say you beginning with 2025? What are some of the things that maybe that you came across, that you experienced, and what are some of the things that maybe that you think that was not good and that was good?
Are you there? Ali, you still there?
Brother Ali, okay, Mark, they can go ahead, my brother. Saying maybe Ali a little bit basic, but go ahead, Mark.
Well, I was optimistic about 2025 anyway, and the year ended on the same kind of a note that I anticipated in terms of the governance, in terms of result, both especially economic result. I know the same thing will happen in 2026 because I told folks from the beginning of this administration that the fundamental challenges that we're facing, like Liberia, Unity Party, and CDC cannot solve them. That's something that I know. So it's not a matter of time. It's not about how often you rotate them. I know the result will be the same. And we are vindicated. We are into year number few hours from now, we'll be into year number 3, which will be exactly the halfway point of the Joseph Boakai-led administration. And the drama is already building up for next year from the lawmakers. So I'm not optimistic about the future of Liberia. I know just by looking at things, the same structure, the same individual. We just keep changing places and switching places. The results still remain the same. I don't see. I'm yet to see any policy or any new idea that will fundamentally change the trajectory, especially for suffering people in Liberia, the one that are at the bottom of the economic scale. I just cannot place my bet on them and tell them that, oh, a year or two from now things will get better for you. No, I'm not going to do that. So the same way we projected how 2025 was going to be, I can make that same projection for 2026. Because you don't perform magic, Mabel. Everything in life happened by plan. It happened by structure. It happened with discipline. It's about changing the way how you do things. If you cannot do these things, why? Even if you were to brainwash yourself to believe that things will get okay, well, that one, it get a pep talk. It like almost like you give yourself an adrenaline boost, right? You think that it will get better, but you know everything that is happening on a daily basis is not getting better, but yet you believe it will get better. Then good luck to you, but I'm not going to place a bet on this administration. No, I'm not.
Great. But are you still there, or maybe you are a little bit busy?
Yeah,
Are
Mabel.
you? Yeah. So we're asking about your own experience into 2025. What are some of the things that you came across, or maybe that you observe, and maybe some of the good and bad into 2025 before we move forward into any kind of more discussion today? What's your own uh, view on the 2025 or the year 2025?
2025, just that my expectation was so high, even though I was told to manage my expectation, but it was still high. And my expectation, like I said, the Unity Party government, I always say this, President Joseph Yuma Boakai could have been one of the best presidents. Yes, like I can say, since after the war, because he been in government for a very long period of time. Then even they might have said it that he served under as vice president. And even George Weah, who just came for a football fee. And like he said, he been in government, he know everything around the country, he know what the country is faced with. But unfortunately, all the problems he know that the country is faced with, he was not even able to solve 0.05% of this problem within 2 years. 2024, 2025, and nothing. Most especially the bread and butter issue. Or if you can see George Weah, who is popular, he's well known, he had the population that won election or 200,000 plus margin. And because he couldn't solve the bread and butter issue of Liberia, he was kicked out. Why about you, who is unpopular, that won the election on 17,000 vote margin? And you've been in government for all this time and you stay playing around. So just know that you are going to be a one-term president. Okay, so really, as I always say, Joseph Boakai, I expect him to be the way he's running the country. He been in government, he served as vice president for 12 years, and he know everything that the country is faced with. The 2 years that he can solve any of this problem, most especially job creation that he promised the Liberian people, that he was coming to give them job, and just to tell us recently that it had to take 2 year process to create job, and 2 years have gone, there is no policy put in place. So it is now 2026 and 2027, you're coming to put policies in place how to create job. So my expectation was really high, and then they drop it down. So I'm really disappointed and frustrated because I expect Joseph Boakai to rescue, as he said he came to rescue. But unfortunately, he's drowning us more than rescuing us.
Wonderful, thank you. So, folks, those of you who are joining us, maybe for the first time, or but those of you who also been with us for ever so long, we want to say thanks to all of you. Happy pre-New Year Day, Brother Edward Brescia, and that of the Courage Foundation. Yes, it is one of our own foundation that always giving out to people, especially to the less privileged people who are looking for the best way out for life. Yes, indeed. Thanks to all of you. Sheikh Sako and Augustine Kova Bien. Thanks to all of you for joining us. Indeed, please help us share the show. That's one of the best things to do. But again, yes, indeed, it was very long experience, and I like the way you guys put it. But a very long experience, some good, some bad, some good news, like the one coming from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. You know, with the issue of the non-permanent seat, and I think so many. Some of the good news that we all experienced with the overhead bridge, at least the additional breaking ground, because I think they have been breaking ground for that overhead bridge. I think this is almost the third time for that bridge. But again, thank God that I think we do. We found out we are doing great. So 2025 been good and bad. Well, yes, we don't want to say altogether that it was bad, but it's been good. Some good, some bad. But again, good as we cross over to 2026, that you guys are saying, we hope and pray that at least all be good, because our people, all they want is job. And that was said last night, but we'll go to that. So let's move back to the issue of social quickly. Yeah, you moved through Asadu Mesa. So today, Mark, I don't know whether you follow. Should we play the video coming from
Minnesota again, right? I know not Minnesota. I think that person from the East Coast. I don't know. I saw that video.
Yeah, I think I sent it to me. Yeah. Then we'll add that also to the family members of Rachel Namekuna who close on the social.
On the social,
the other thing is about social.
Yep.
Yeah. So just send me that video. Let me see our best to have it in queue. Yeah, it also on the social news, but again.
But I thought you got it in your inbox.
Yeah, but I click on it. I saw another film playing. I don't know how come. I saw film playing. Yeah, so
let me see.
Yeah. And I also still seeing the issue of Richmond and that CC. I don't know how come again. It's still it's still servicing. Someone will say resurfacing. Yeah, it's still coming back again into the public lane. And I don't know how come this thing are happening. But because if you say that you divorce more quickly, maybe you want to pass quickly with that way you do the sharing, or you do the other video, or maybe you're looking for the other video. But if you say that you have nothing to do with me, Mark, Why you still be checking behind me or still want to be have anything to do with me after we already or maybe part way? Let me just say that we will part our way. Yeah, we ought to go our separate ways. But we always, or you always on the internet about me. You always saying things about me.
I don't follow those people much because I know we live in the social media world, the social media dispensation wherein people will just do things for attention and validation. So they tell you that they are creating content, The thing is which content you subscribe to. So in my case, when I'm home or during my free time, if I'm not doing something constructive, maybe do some leisure activity, whether it's reading or watching some movie. Maybe I love soccer. I watch soccer games a lot.
Oh yes.
Yesterday, the Chelsea game, I was flipping between the Arsenal game against I think Aston Villa. I mean, I don't just waste my time watching nonsense video, or maybe I'm watching something on geopolitics and listening to some of the experts, subscribing to the chat room and getting a view and analysis on things happening around the world. I don't waste my time. They're kind of I can see them popping up on my feed, but I don't put time to it. Maybe like when some people condense the video, the guys on videos, people can just condense them maybe like a few seconds. Okay, I will see something like that. But to take my time, 30 minutes, 1 hour, watching whether it's a Shadow Hour show or CC, no, I don't waste my time on the stuff because I know it's purely entertainment. They say they are creating content, and when someone tells you they're creating content, you got to ask yourself if this content is worth subscribing to. So I don't waste my time on that kind of a content. Yep. Hello, Mabel, are you there? Hello?
Mabel, you freeze?
Oh yeah, I think Mabel having some internet connectivity issue because he's totally frozen. Yeah, you got to go off and come back on. You got to restart the system.
Happy New Year, Mr. Connie. What happened? CC and Richmond they on it again?
Oh yeah, the drama king and queen. I don't waste my time with those
But I
people.
thought these two people recently I saw Richmond with Davos certificate that he free now they are Davos. Then where the drama coming from?
Oh, I know. Like I said, that's why they're there for to create content. They got to manufacture things just to be in the news. It's a 24-hour news cycle now, so and you don't need too many equipment. Just take your phone and pull it to your face, and the next thing the whole world is watching you. So it's all about you who are the consumer. If you are less busy, if you just want to be entertained and waste your hours in the day, then so be it. You can go and subscribe. I don't follow them because
they shouldn't be angry like they angry baby mama now.
Yeah,
They had a baby daddy they can separate, but anytime they meet, something have to happen.
Yeah. I don't have time for that.
Because I saw Richmond with divorce certificate. Oh yeah, you happy now, you free. Then where the drama coming from? Who stay checking behind their friend?
I saw one of the always on
how they making their own money.
I saw one of them crying today on Facebook. Yeah, but I don't know her man that left her. I know she brought 2 other men in this country. I was like, it's just too many drama and the guy came and a whole lot of crap. I saw it for a couple of minutes on my screen again. I was like, are you kidding me? It was live. People were watching. I was like, if you always performing drama, what make you think of that? I don't understand most of you women. Like, how do you see that? How do you really interpret men? I don't know. You understand men's psychology of men or when it comes to relationship, do you really understand the nature of men? Like, you are not there for engaging in 2 separate relationships that never went well. You never leave the social media. Your entire life is like a rating billboard, right? And you think some decent man that knows himself will come after you because he's in love with you? Is that what you really want to think? You will just keep becoming a victim of your own action. So I saw her crying today. I was like, man, you waste your time. I mean, you will bring another one again because you don't know how to disconnect. You don't know how to take a break. You don't know how to work on yourself to make yourself better. And you think that you have to respond to the public about bringing another man to show the world what you got man again. So what do you think going to happen to you? You will keep crying for a very, very long time.
Very long time. Because if you can bring the first man, he left you. You brought the second man, he left. Yeah. So is that you buy a transporter now?
Yeah, you transporter. You work with the United States Department of Homeland Security and the Immigration and Naturalization Service. Keep doing it.
So now everybody all of men will see you and say, let me go try my luck. Because the first man she brought, the person left her, she tried luck. The second man, me too, let me go try my luck. I think this is that she had to disinvite. She sit down and wash herself and know what the cause of this thing happening to me. Like what, there's a guy in New Jersey. He brought the first girl, she left him. He brought the second girl, she left him. He brought the third girl.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what happened? He said, oh, the children there, they always say I'm ugly. You went Liberia, you brought a woman. You met a woman, she didn't tell you, say you ugly, you brought her to America, she left you. You went by Liberia again, you saw another girl, she tell you, say you ugly, you brought her to America, she left you, she say you ugly.
Yeah.
Different time, then you say you will continue trying.
You could not do, yeah.
I
Keep
hope
putting your heart.
my sister will lie so you can bring up.
Ali, right? They get something in life they call self-inventory, where you can do something they call deep introspection. When you are doing things in life and they are not working out, you take a step back and reassess yourself. You put your own self under the microscope. You sit back, you disconnect. You don't need to be on Facebook. Staying away from Facebook won't kill you, right? It won't kill you. Why is it that you want to be on social media? Because on social media, all you are doing, you are literally putting yourself under pressure. Because people will judge you. People will come up with their own narrative about you. So the more you put yourself out there, the more you make yourself vulnerable for people to come and hurt you more. Matter of fact, if you keep crying all the time, men are poachers. They will be like, this woman is broken. She's an emotional garbage. She has a weaker point. She's vulnerable. I think there is a perfect opportunity for them to go and help. There are men. So, but when you take a deep step back, you work on yourself, on your character, because if you keep bringing men or women, either way it goes, and it's not working, then it means something is not right with you. But unfortunately for them, they're looking for fault in someone else rather than looking at themselves. And that's why the problem keeps getting worse and worse, because you are doing the total opposite. If I bring a woman here, it doesn't work out. I bring the circle on the 10. Why make you think I should keep doing the same stupidity? It means that something is not right with me. But in their case, they believe that the problem is with the other person that they keep bringing in, when in fact the problem is with them. But no, nobody wants to take that self-accountability. They want to look for someone to blame as a punching bag. And that's why the problem keeps persisting. So most of you guys will be crying for a very, very long time. 2026 again, you cry. 2027, you are going to cry until you change the way how you do business.
But the problem, you brought the first one, she left you. You had to take a deep breath and say the thing, what went wrong. So when you get into the second one, you had to calculate how you got in the first one before you brought the person and what led to your going apart. You had to look at all these things. Then you think that should I take another risk? So when you take a risk, that you had to change the methodology. But if you want to continue doing the CT over and over, like Mr. Kumi said, you expect to get a better result.
Yeah, get a different result.
You have to continue coming on social media and crying every day. And then other people will use it now against you.
As a matter of fact, even though, sorry to all of you, we went off because of some technical issues. But yes, so with that social issues, I just met you people with the last part, and that's so interesting. Sometimes the way we do things, sometimes even when things happen in our lives, sometimes we don't take a little break. Sometimes people just think that by the time the soul get killed, that means you are allowed to go and play football, for example, a footballer, right? That's why sometimes we hear sometimes the football, the team talking about, or maybe something you hear the team talking about the player how to go for maybe 2-3 weeks break. Some people think that, oh, why you want to keep the man for a longer time? No, because if the soul just get killed, you got to wait, you got to observe things before at least going back to where you were. And more, these are our problem in this life. All human, we face the same issues, and this mistake continue to exist because, like for example, someone will get their own attitude. They want you more to cope with their attitude. They will tell you that for me, that's how I look. If you can't bear my attitude, just imagine a human being telling their fellow human being that how they look, that's their way, that's their attitude. If you can't bear with their maybe that tormenting attitude, or maybe some kind of a terrible attitude, then it's up to you. So we will just see people jumping from place to place, jumping, especially sometimes some of our women. You hear them talking about, oh, all men are the same. No.
And when I will keep telling you, all men is not the one that committed the worst damage in their own lives. They are the one who will tell you, because they're talking from experience.
And the experiences they're talking about, they are talking from bad experiences. So that's the reason when you get into a relationship with somebody who is considered to be an emotional garbage, because emotional garbage is not a derogatory term. It just means that in your dating life, you just been going through worse experiences that it messes your way of thinking. And when your way of thinking is messed up, you start blanketing everybody with the broader brush. Oh, all men are the same. They are no good. You're not man enough. No, the reason you look at someone and say he's not man enough because of the past experiences you went through other relationships. You tried 2, 3, 4, 5 different men. It didn't work out. So you assume that everybody is coming with the same kind of a baggage that you experience, and that is not the case. And that's the problem I keep saying on the show, Maybon. Relationship is a very tough thing, and people cannot separate logic from emotion, especially for those that go back home. Let me give you a typical example. There is a reason they call it dating. The word dating, right? In modern day dating, the first thing that comes to mind, people want sex.
Oh, yes.
You meet a man or a woman today, the next thing you'll go out for a couple or 2 dinner and you think that you want sex. Rather than looking at the present character, because dating is almost like you're conducting a background check. It's not about engaging in sexual relationship. It's about getting to understand somebody. They are plans for the future. Well, if they want to be with you short term or long term, if they are genuinely seeking a relationship or they just want sex. But because people lost focus on what they need to look for in the dating process, so they get into the marriage aspect and they go look when the emotion is all gone and they see the real, they want to call the boogeyman, the person.
Yes, and more, even to that, before Ali come up, even to that more, you will see most of our sisters, and that's why sometimes they are almost, in fact, they are the victim, because why? Sometimes they see that they always want to see the first impression coming from you more. Why are you looking for that person? You're looking for that mother. You're looking for that woman who will be able to guide you up, even if you are making mistakes, that will guide your wealth or maybe your property or your money. No, for most of them, they're not looking at all of these things. What they are looking at is, you know, telling more how for you to buy for them, how for you to surprise them with gifts, how for you to do this for them. So then what happens if that person go back their gift and their maybe that thing that they used to do for you? What's going to happen next? That means that person is just living with an empty person. And I have no more. That's the fact, though. Don't get wrong. Those of you tonight will be making your own resolutions, especially our mothers, our sisters. The reason why most of you today you still find it difficult to settle that is because you don't want to realize that how come I continue to repeat the same mistake that I'm making? When I go into this relationship, the same mistake go with me. What really is the problem? What really is the issue? No, but all you thinking that all men are the same. So at the end of that month, you just waste all of a year before you come to yourself. You're already in your 30, 35. Then now you start now to worry about how to settle down. That and more. Another embarrassing part about the entire thing is some of our sisters, they can be good, some of them are good, but they will spend about 10 years living with me, Mark. What say you with that for me?
Something about funny feedback. Where are you coming from? Maybe one is from your end?
I think maybe that's from Ali. Let me see.
Yeah, something's running, like some video playing in the background. It gave me a...
Yeah, I think that's from Ali. I having me too.
All right,
yeah. So Mark, let me ask you this question with some of our sisters wasting their time, 10 years staying with me, because you also said something about the issue of dating and observation. Why would you want to waste your time for 10 years with somebody?
Well, sometimes because, like I said, emotion is stronger than logic. People would claim that they are logical, but at the end of the day, everything is about emotion. And sometimes you don't blame them. You know, past experiences will teach you lessons. The only problem I'm having is when you see someone, when it comes to relationship and you know it's not going to work, don't try to force it. You are not a rehabilitation center. When people show you who they are, you have to believe them. You in this relationship, you see that the man doesn't have interest in you. He keep disrespecting you, and he's not looking for something long term. Why you want to be in there for 10 years? For men, we come with a financial clock. I will keep saying it. Women, you come with a biological clock. Your term for dating, when it comes to what they call sexual marketing value, your best years, your 20s, your 30s, mid-30s, you pass that 40 mark, your value is not as high. So why you want to wait 10 years beyond or do that show you every sign in the book that he's not in there for a good reason or for the long term? You are only wasting your time. You might as well be single than to be in a relationship knowing that it won't end up well. Maybe which one will you take? I might as well be single than to
And
be
I'm
in a
supporting
relationship
100% monk because
that you know is going to crash.
because the first thing is monk when you are young as a woman or as a lady,
Oh yeah.
you know, that's the time because even the Bible talk about that your food, you know, you should always be able to interact. You know, I don't want to put our other thing outside of the Bible talk about when you are fresh as a lady or as a woman, you know what I'm talking about. That means you have a lot of shooters. In short, what I'm trying to say. So there'll be a lot of men coming your way. That opportunity, that there where now you should be able to make one of the best of decisions. But when you slap that way in the name of enjoying your first life, because no, we had our first.
You be experimenting, right? The thing you assigned to in the laboratory to carry a random experiment.
When the pastors can suffer, let me so tonight all of the resolution, the pastors and so forth today, everybody will suffer tonight because why? They will live their first life from 18 to 25.
Yeah.
They will enjoy all of the best. Let me tell you, they will clap. Can you imagine? Young woman who's going to be thinking about how to take it. The Bible said, be able, let the other one tell you or teach you how to take care of your husband and your children. But no, you are in club at the age of 18, 20, 19, 20, 21, 22. Mom, what are you going to bring even after some time? What are you going to learn?
No, let Ali go first. I mean, now he's back there. I will come in later.
But Ali, go ahead. What say you with all of the social issues?
Like you guys have been talking, that's what's happening right now in our country. Like you see, like the last time we discussed here in Liberia now, the women they drink more than the men, and then who the men waiting to settle down with a woman that will go through the whole week. When they say Saturday she go, water side go by all the short thing, and Sunday next she go sit down in club whole night drinking. In the morning she wake up again. Whole week she hustle yet to get liquor money and to get money to buy short thing. Nobody want to be someone to be liability on them. These are some of the things that right now our sister then you will see them going in the church. Oh yeah, when that the person that they will say are looking for God fearing men. If you had damaged your life, you live your life in such a form and manner, and when another man he can make it with you, who want a woman that want to be clubbing all of the time. You want to participate into 4 to 5 wedding and you are not working, you want to be stringing that man. No, their activities are just too much. Like here again, like you were saying, some of our sisters they are good, some of them they are bad, some of our brothers are good, some of them they are bad. And for me, actually, it pains me a lot when I see women going back to Liberia. You marry men, you bring that person here, and then that person go away from you. We know what those single mothers go through in this country. But again, like we said the last time here, you see men going back to Liberia to marry women to bring them. Some of them, that's something on the hey, I get 3 child support on me in this country.
Yep.
It's not easy. My whole life already miserable. I'm just working. I can't get nothing. Then what will I do? I have to go marry somebody and bring them as backup. Some of our sisters, they are here. They already mess up. They are everything. And they are going through something. What will I do? Let me go marry somebody, so I bring him. Once I bring him here, I set him down and say, do this. And I can tell everybody for free. You, Mabel, you know, we are African men. We don't have, we're not in that thing where your woman will look at you, scream at you, and tell you to shut up. But some of our sisters, not all of them, they come here, they take the system and the people get here. When you see them screaming at their men, shutting them up. And some of our sisters then when they bring our brother in here, they want to do the same thing. And at the end of the day, they will walk away. Not because you bring me, wish me, you come in to talk to me, you treat me like a child. It is just too much. Some of them are good, some of them are bad. But it pains me a lot for somebody to work this, use all their resources to bring you to this country. And this is not something like back home. People will say, oh yeah, let's go to your mind. I will sit down with talkies. It's not like that here. You see? But it is just too much. And most of the time, our sisters, they are the victim in this thing. So they need to put themselves together, ready. You can't bring men in America, he leave you. You bring another man, he leave you. Something wrong somewhere. So you say that on Facebook to cry, you're just making yourself vulnerable out there for other men to come and play on you. I don't really know why this time people just decide to take their whole private life on social media. And it's not helping them. just for people to know what's going on in your home or in your life, you are causing more trauma for yourself. So I think they had to change from that. How many men you are seeing coming on Facebook to say, oh, I brought Maria, they everything she left me. How many times we have seen that? But our sisters, because some of them, when they bring those guys here, they feel like they have born or grown or child and they coming to control. Because some of them came here, they want to adapt the system that they see in those people who own this country. How many of those people, some of them, they don't regard their men. And this is how their children too can grow up. Like Monk said the last time. I grew up, my mother shouting at my father. So myself too, when I'm married tomorrow, I will be doing the same thing. My children too, the same thing. This is how the people look like. But we shouldn't forget about our tradition and culture. America can change people. You can change yourself.
Well, Mark, what say you? Because this is indeed interesting, and but at least there's something that you're always talking about, the issue of economic, the issue of finance. Because for our women, let me be frank, for any woman to come from down outside to come down here, that money business, that woman will say that one. Any woman on outside to come down here and can't get married, you don't need a relationship yet. I'm saying it in a simple form. I'm not saying I mean no harm. But more on a very serious note, the only thing that I will agree with is when you are into the relationship here and you leave and you go, more, then I will say yeah. But when you have to pick and choose among all of the men and think that maybe that one that making the name, the one that making, that the one you're looking for, maybe the one that being about it, or the no. Then I mean then you are using money. So Mom, what say you with the issue? The day we start making money in the country, how can I get them out?
Look, let me tell you, that's why I say God himself is a capitalist. In capitalism, you do things with the expectation of getting profit. It all depends how you calculate your profit. Profit can come in so many ways. When you marry a good woman, you groom better children. That's profitable, right? That's profit. If you maintain your relationship 25, 30, 40 years, you marry a partner, two of you guys get old together, that's profit, right? But at the end of the day, there are so many profit, they got financial reward also. And I keep telling folks, God is such an awesome God. He didn't cheat anybody, right? For women, I'm an advocate for the women because I know like there are a lot of disadvantages when it comes to relationship concerning women. For a woman, you want to lock in early when you are younger, right? That's the first and foremost thing. Women want a protection and economic guarantee. That's why I told you in the show, when you're going to visit your in-laws, your prospective in-law, the first question they ask you, what do you do for a living? They don't ask for love because they know love is an emotional thing. It can come and go. Before you can take my daughter, you got to be able to provide for my daughter. So women are always looking for protection and security. Let me tell you something. Women, when they are much younger, they attract a host of men because men believe that when a woman is younger, she's not damaged emotionally. She's someone he can build with. But for most women, when they are younger, they think it's time for them to play around and explore, to carry on random experiment with men. And then later in their life, when they start getting much older, then they start being desperate to settle with anyone. That's where the problem can come from. Because when you are in desperation mode, then you cannot think. You cannot see all the red flags because you are desperate. You just want to lock in the man. You don't have no love for him. He's not the person that you want, but because all the options that you had never work, so you can take anything. And guess what? When you take anything, then the home becomes like a battlefield. Because you never settled for this person, you never did your proper background check, you were in desperation mode. And that's why the problem is. But let me ask you one question. Why you think on this show I always say there's a reason that men can die earlier than women? Because we come with a lot of expectation. You won't just start calling a woman a failure in life. They always call men a failure in life. As a man, you must protect the family, you must provide, you must be a comedian, you must be a plumber, you must do everything. Men go through a lot of stress than women. That's why we die earlier. We die earlier than women because too many stress and pressure is placed on us. Societal breeding, cultural expectation, everything is placed on us. So we die much earlier. But for women, that's why I say, men, we come with a financial clock. The job that you do, what you did with your life building in terms of career, money making to take care of the home, that's what women look for. For a woman, you come with a biological clock. Why do you think you can be in high school? Some of your classmates, they don't even talk to you, they date your teachers. Men are almost 15, 20 years older than you. They're sleeping with them. In their early 20s, some of them that late teens. You can see a 19-year-old girl messing with a teacher like 40-year-old. and you are classmate, you only 19, two of you are the same age group. She not messing with you because she know that financial security is not there. She cannot depend on you, right? You cannot provide for her. So she going for older men. Okay, that's a good thing. But when you go for older men, don't forget they also eat into your future, because he's not going to keep you long term too. You're just boyfriend and girlfriend. So the time where you should be positioning yourself to lock in early, you're playing around, thinking that you are playing a smart game. But when you start hitting 35, you start hitting 40, you start hitting 45, then you become Mother Jesus and you start reciting all the Bible verses, you start speaking in tongues, you start burning men, all men are the same. No, all men are not the same men. The only difference is when the real men had opportunity of coming after you, because you thought there were many of them chasing you in your prime, you thought it was time for you to play. It wasn't time for you to be serious, and the clock ran out. Like I said, women come with a biological clock, men come with a financial clock. So that's it. Either way, you turn the argument around. And for the African people, let me tell you the thing about the African people.
Good. That's where I was coming before we even transition, because I wanted us to know, as maybe I wanted to ask you about the family, as to what they even care to, because, like, for example, I will see the girl maybe in the US or so forth, and then I just start to inform my family, oh, I feel funny my woman, or I found my wife, or I did my wife to be the woman can give me, in fact, she helpful, she doing the, and the family agree. So what say you?
Maybe for the African people, the one who can go and get a relationship in Africa, let me tell you, I don't engage in a game where in the odds are not in my favor. Anytime you take a calculated risk in life, make sure the odds are in your favor. I could take a woman from here and go to Africa. She could find someone who will be the love of her life. That's possible. The question is how often that will happen. Out of 10, maybe 1 or 2 will be able to find someone who is genuinely in love with them. Don't forget, the economic narrative is different from Africa and the US. In the US, you have financial strength, you got financial muscle, you got your 401k, you got a job, you're making income here. In Africa, someone is looking for economic opportunity. That is first and foremost option. So you think to make someone a lifelong partner, you can leave from America, you go for a 14 days vacation in Liberia, and you think you can find someone in that 14 days and know them to make them your partner for life in terms of marriage? Okay. Even if the person is the worst human being ever, for that later 3 weeks, they will do all the best things they can just to secure that relationship, because they know in the end it will benefit them economically and financially. So it means relationship is already a tough thing to find someone who you will call your partner. But then for our people who can leave from here to go over there, it even make it harder for them. Because guess what? That economic disparity, it make the idea of putting love and relationship ahead. No, it won't exist, because the first thing the president is looking at, how they can get out of Africa, how they can improve their life. So they see you like a cash cow. So I'm not saying everybody went, they got people that went over there, they were able to find some decent souls to make husband and wife. The only difference is they are on a very small scale as compared to the victims. Maybe the victim will be 8 out of every 10. Maybe 2 will be successful in the process. That's all I'm saying here. So more than likely, if you're going back there in Africa, you're going to bring another Mark 1000 into your home in America, because you won't get to understand that person's true nature and character over that short period of time. Most especially when they're coming from Africa, they make situation even worse. So that's what I'm saying here.
Yeah, so thank you. So even in passing, before Brother Ali, you come out, or quickly, Mark, do you, even in the simplest form, see how some of our brothers, maybe some of our sisters, how they have been controlled here, Mark? Logically yourself. Somebody will tell you they want to talk to you on video call, and you are always available. You treat me to talk to them just because you're in Africa. Look, someone you just near it. Look, we are passing through with all of these things today to tell you that the kind of life that we are living. But at the end of the day, we go to church, we go to the mosque, we do everything. But behind us, we are terrible. People will be acting like they are submissive. Can you imagine? Someone in the US will call you pretending like you all is well. Laying down, putting all the videos on, doing everything, you faking things just because.
If you're working on video star, working on posture, sending the mortgage, where in Africa on video, why you think they must do that? That survival is a basic human instinct, brother. You must survive any means possible. And like I said, for women, they are mostly looking for that security and that protection. Most especially in Africa, then it 10 times worse, because Africa, you look at a young girl, every woman wants the best in life. That way you can look at a girl from the village that you want. A woman can look at you and give a perfect description of the men that she want. Go ask all the 18, 20-year-old beginning, what kind of woman you want for your ideal. You won't be able to describe. She will tell you that she want rich man. He must be 6 feet tall. He must get pink lip. He must be dark and tall. Because she can create her own avatar in her mind because they are always looking for the best. And I keep telling men, I said, when a woman decide to be in a relationship with you, even when she believes in you because of your potential, right? Potential is not guaranteed. She only having positive expectation about the future. But still in the process, she must see something in you now that will make her to believe that, you know what, my boyfriend, my husband is not a rich guy, but I know 5 or 10 years from now, based on what I'm seeing, he will become a better person. So for women, they are always looking for something in the relationship. It's never free. Don't forget that part. So guys, you guys can be over there saying all the Colombo, all the video from the side, from the back, from the front, the
and it can be controlled. I said, what? So that how you people can be controlled? You know what you get into? Who can lose opportunity? Joy imagine that's the first thing. Who can lose opportunity? So that means their heart is not there for love, but because of opportunity. What they can get out of, how they can use you. God be God. God have mercy.
Business, men in love, women in business. I get the nature of the game. If you don't understand that part of the game, then just forget it. Men are in love, women are in business.
Brother Ali, what say you before we move on with the family members video? Maybe we'll play it so that the people can hear from maybe from the family side of the story with Rachel Kuhn. Then we talk about that.
This is where the whole overseas relationship wahala can start from. Like you guys are saying, right now you're in Liberia. When woman call you, you answerable to her call. In the night, when she call you, say you sleeping, she will be screaming at you. And likewise, our brothers too, they do the same thing. Our sister that they don't sleep. Whole night they on the phone when they to their job. Those children are on their phone, talking with them, keeping their company. The way they go December now in Liberia, maybe all those guys that went in Liberia, they December they are there. Those girls that they been talking with, they coming and they coming back. Only 1% of those girls will succeed. 99% at the end of that relationship. They move as they are coming back now. They tell you them, oh, when I came and I lose my job, the new job I get, I can't talk on phone when I go to work. Oh, my job time is like this, my schedule like this. They change my supervisor. This is why I always tell our sisters, when God bless you, you get somebody here, they helping you. Yeah. Don't just be sitting in Liberia there. You want to pluck your eyebrow, you want to face your nails, you want to be acting that you get men in America. Tell that man to do something that will impact your life, something meaningful. Get up money for him that you're able to be doing business. That even in America here, when he help you, able to help yourself. Most of your friend they can be asking you, but when a man you and he used to be on the phone all the time. I have said here time we are number. I know our brothers. The way they go back over there when they come to America, you're finished. Out of 100%, only 1% will succeed. But
Ali, let me ask maybe one question. Maybe in Liberia, you must have on the opposite side of the wall, right? Maybe before you got married, all your classmates, friends, women that you ever did it, how often they took picture and send you Colombo in your phone? And why you think that the case, but they'll do it for men overseas? Because of that financial aspect. That's it. Ask any man back there, how often women will take that picture and send Colombo in your phone for to be looking at to entertain yourself as compared to people overseas?
But more 100%, for example, you and myself can be running after maybe the same woman or the same Jew, but as long as you have the upper hand, she will go to that. For example, we don't want to go to Nigeria, but even like that young lady, how they call Regina, right? Regina Daniel. So just imagine she have when she was into the movie business, she used to have a little, we were coming up together. But you know, they prepare here, I think.
Yeah, I mean, what position? They make influential, they make a business talk. What you think? What nature of the game? And Melbourne, think about it. The people who can live friends, like I said, they are the most vulnerable because you got 12 months in a year. We're gonna grow up, look at they call you December. They give you whole money. Why you think? Because they know you come with money. So they look at a particular month and just attach it to you. Why they can call you in Liberia? They can call you December. Send a Christmas season and New Year's Eve to get their money.
No way.
You know, couple from overseas, they call in the December. They put in a category.
And
A VIP.
to that thing that you just said, my brother, that most of our brothers they are faithing. For me, I just want to say this on the radio that most of our sisters who are also into the kind of habit, you have to stop. If you know that you have a relationship, all right, thank you. So the news people say we should continue.
Yeah,
If you know that you have a relationship, yeah, thanks to them. If you know that you have a relationship, the best thing to do is stay away from all, because mom, you can't be holding on to things. And these are kind of more things that we do to our own life. Then we blame God. We won't be with the devil. At the same time, we won't be with God. I don't know how this thing works, mom.
It's not possible. You can't have it both ways. That's why in life, maybe there is nothing in life that is guaranteed in terms of decision making. Like I said, anything you do in life, you just want to increase your chances of winning at the end of the day. You can find someone from here, that relationship cannot work out. I know people that have been in relationship for X amount of years, it still didn't work out. But you cannot walk into a minefield deliberately. You know it won't work. The person has shown you that behavior, that character, right? You want to be in it for the money. Like I said, for the women, for me, I advocate for women more than the men. Because for me, like I said, relationship women are the most vulnerable. That's why if you're a young woman and you can secure your future with a man, my sister, stay there, because the street is not so forgiving out there. You think that you are partying, you think you are having fun, you think you are experimenting. No, all you are doing, you are only collecting a bunch of emotional experiences. You borrow one of your boyfriend, he's very abusive, right? He beat you all the time. You break up with that one. You borrow with another man, he got 4 or 5 girlfriends. You emotionally damaged. At the end of the day, it didn't work out. You got to another guy, the third guy, he got so many baby mothers out there. All the baby money cost you everything in your own home. You can't even sleep in peace. Because when you meet one on Tuesday, Thursday, another one will come and cost you. By the time you finish collecting all those negative experiences, when it comes time, when the real man walk into your life, you cannot even identify him, because you are using ghosts to judge him. You are using your past experiences from broken relationship to put it on the man that is not responsible for the sin that you committed in your youthful days. This is where the problem can come from. So this man is coming to your life, he bringing peace, he bringing stability, he doing his best. No, they start calling you boring. You're not man enough. Why do you think that statement is coming from? Because of past experiences. That's what we call emotional damage. When you are emotionally damaged, when a real man or real woman walks into your life, no, you cannot be able to appreciate or identify them. And that's where the problem
is. There's no more strength. You're right. There's no more strength, no more love. What you think now is everybody the same?
Yeah. Then because your previous boyfriend is cheat, you and your girlfriend sleeping, run two, she just turn from her sleep. Because someone on post was showing her your phone in her sleep that you were cheating on her. She didn't even see you cheating or physically, right? Just from her mind, she started insulting you from waking you up.
And that's just a monk, because even to that monk, the issue of most of our sister fighting men for cheating business, for me, I say I have issue with that monk, because maybe both of you have been playing before coming together, monk. I said someone will be fighting you on what? Maybe I met you, you were maybe you said maybe you were 18 years old, I met you and so on, and we grew up together. Well, mom, but where you were playing, or you was player, myself I was player, or maybe I was playing too. Then we come together as one thing.
Two are already damaged. Two are damaged goods. Two damaged goods, it can't work. It's hard to work because you got to come with trust, and you were never trained to trust. Because all your past relationships have been chaotic. That's never. You are a product of your environment and things that you do repeatedly. If you've been cheating forever, right? What make you think you'll be able to hold on to a single man? No, one man won't be able to meet all your needs because of your past experiences. You have been trained, you have been conditioned. That's how your mind's been. You always been running into abusive men, cheater. You've been running into criminal role, womanizer. So from those experiences, and then one day some perfect guy just come and walk into a life that want to settle down with you. No, it will never work. Because like I said, you will be comparing him to ghosts he never saw in your life. Something he's not responsible for, he will want to pay the price. And most men will not want to settle for that. Maybe I'm not going to be slave to a woman because she feels insecure based on her past experiences. All your boyfriends have been a cheater. I'm now a cheater. But because of that, you believe that all men are the same. No, all men are not the same.
Even to the extent that when you want to watch football game, they want to know who you're going to. They want to know why you coming on. This that's kind of controlling people. For me, I can always tell people that's wrong. Being married to you, or maybe being in relationship with you, it's not crime. I have my own personal life to live. And Mom, tell what I will bring up, or maybe that we're talking about this thing today, so that some of our people out
Well,
there.
a New Year now, so the politics will
Yes.
always be that we can do politics every day. I mean, these things, they are regular, everyday things.
Yes, because tonight people go for watch night, and these are praying points that we'll be putting through today to God. Oh, Father God, help me, or let me get my own mail. Oh, let me get my because Mom, why you want to stress people? Let people be. Even if that person is cheating, one day they will be exposed. But if you want to be fighting, you want to hold them, you want to act like in fact you are giant. That's why we damage most of our relationship today. And this is a reason that more homes have been damaged, because people are never been that kind of quiet people, or maybe person who want to see things and say, okay, this relationship, all I know is that my relationship, I trust my relationship. You let you go out. Even when people bring information to some of us, in fact, we buy information. We pay people for info. Can you imagine, Mom? You into a relationship, but you are paying for information. You buy information just to destroy your home.
Tell us, you're like U.S. Central Intelligence Agency. You buy your own relationship. You buying information. Are you serious? Then just be single. Why make life difficult? Why make life so? Why did you make your life stressful? You don't have. If you have trust issues, then just forget about relationship until you are ready. And Ali, you got something to say, because I get want to add a point about the whole resolution and watching that in New Year. The thing here is, look, God does not answer stupid prayers. You need discipline and you need structure in your life. Thing that you cannot fix in your own personal life that is incumbent upon you, God is not going to answer your prayer. You are very rude. You are not submissive. First of all, you got emotional baggage. You got horrible past relationship when it comes to experience. God is not going to fix that. You the one got to do a self-inventory or self-check. You the one got to change your behavior and build some character in order to attract better partners, whether you are a male or a female. That's just why it is. And the thing is, resolution not going to help you either. Because I know two things in life that work. You need structure and you need discipline. Structure is the thing that you do daily. The system that you put in place to keep yourself in check. Discipline are things that you must do every day, even though you don't want to do them, but you got to keep doing them to get the end result that you want. So if you believe you can be a damaged product, you can just go to church today and shout all you want because New Year is coming tomorrow, thinking that your life is going to change. That's a lie. But day after tomorrow, you will end up breaking all your resolution because you didn't work on yourself. And God is not going to help fix that. That's a lie. Matter of fact, God got a lot of important things to even listen to when it comes to prayer. So for that one, man or woman out there, you better go and work on yourself and make yourself a better person. Start building trust. Start looking for men. Being able to identify men. No, men is one thing. A man could be attracted to a woman, right? But your character will make that man or that woman to stay. It goes both in a relationship. They got some people who are very lucky in coming across good people for relationship. The problem is they are not capable of maintaining those people. And that's where the problem can come from. You see, one guy, he got a better job. Even if he's not rich, he's decent. He got some kind of career going for him, his life a little bit structured. No, when looking for men walking their life, no. You don't want them because they cannot create drama. You know, women, they love adrenaline, right? They are emotional. They love men that can just wake up one morning and punch them out. That's why you see women, they're very hard to leave abusive men. They love bad boys. They love reckless men. So, yeah, a real guy, a real disciplined guy walking the line. They say, oh man, my boyfriend too boring. When you hear a woman think that her man is boring, it means that's an emotional garbage that been having bad experiences, and she's so used to the adrenaline. So when a regular man with a structure, with discipline walks into her life, no, she ain't want that one. She want one of those guys out there, one of those talks, one of those bad boys that can beat them up like crazy. Most of them, that's what they will subscribe to. So whenever you hear your girlfriend or your wife telling you that you are boring, my brother, start looking for your exit strategy because she giving you sign already.
And with the issue of financial stability that you were talking about, maybe about some of the men, yes. Let me tell most of our sisters and mothers out there today that there are a few things that men always look for in most of you that you don't understand, or maybe something you don't understand. Sometimes I know that the issue of first impressions carry you. The issue of that first impression, it carries most of you women, no matter how beautiful, no matter how educated, no matter how huge, no matter how short you are. First impression always carry most of you. Now, for example, maybe that guy come and give you $5 scratch card. That alone will carry you. I know. I understand most of these things. But I move on mark with this. If you, as a a man. You have your business in money, for example, or you have this money, or maybe you're trying to make life better, and you're looking for that person who, when you give $5 to, that will be able maybe to manage that money, even sometimes to even keep some of that money, that even when you are stranded, that you'll get back and say, oh yeah, I'm stranded, I'm not happy because I'm broken. And that same person will come back and tell you that, oh yes, even though that you broke, but I have small money, then you ask, but we tell the money, say, oh, some of the money you give to me, I kept some. This is how men believe and build a trust in most of you women. But the men gave you money to even keep. By the time men ask you for the money, you say, the money, it turns to song.
But man, let you have Ali that married man to let him man charm me.
They make one what you just said about that money aspect. That's one of the things I'm grateful to God for. The kind of woman He gave me, she's not that type of woman who behind all of those things over there. Like today, I see all of women. Yes, that's how their husband like it, or maybe that's how they want to be, even though they may not like it. My woman, she's not into face beef. She's not into latches. She's not into all of these things I can see people doing or photo shoot. All that thing that she's not into it. If she sees something she wanted, even when we're in Liberia, she will be putting her money down. Putting her money down. When her money reach to buy that thing, she go buy it. Sepe, she not into it. Even when we're back home and she came to America, she continue her same life. If I want to save money, I give it to my wife. It made 2 years where I say, what the $100 I gave you, she will give it to me. She not coming and explain, oh, you know why, this and that. This is how a woman should be. But there are some women, you get them $5, the moment you can add them, they're ready to explain. Nothing. And this nobody looking for that kind of woman this time. We want productive women. Even when they may give you $5 to make business, after 1 year when you can ask you, be able to give you good account. Why you turn that $5 to? But instead, you can say, oh, the last time the other weather was standing inside, you never have money. Oh, my birthday key, you never have money. I had to do this. I had to do that. Our sisters, they have to change. This is why sometimes they will say, oh, men, they will be calling all animal, all men are D, all men are D. Because why? Nobody here for that thing. If you cannot put yourself together, nobody can come and put you together. You have to change for yourself. Not somebody coming to change you. So it's like you get a man, he get all kind of bad habit. You say when he marry me, he will change. You get a woman with bad habit, you say when I marry her, she will change. If she cannot change from the beginning, you think when you marry her, she will change. No, this is something that you inherited, you have to live with it. And this is why today we see people getting married. In 2 years, they are divorcing. This is where the problem is coming from. The person should change for themselves. For the better of themselves, they know, oh yeah, let me change from this life. I will be able to live a better life tomorrow, that my children can be an example of me. But you will leave all our ways there. And this day relationship, we don't look for red flag. When the man get money, you care about his behavior, his attitude, his character. You jump in there because he get money. When the woman get nyansh, she know how to write this and that. She get good face. Men I care to know about her character. He jump in there. And at the end of the day, that they care, she too, they kind of way I can't make it with her.
And so that's what I think most of us men, we always looking for love. That one thing, mom mentioned something about I think that was yeah, but the passing. I don't know what men where they come from with a kind of concept or with a mindset that they're always looking for love. They're looking for the men dying for love.
Yeah.
And the women, they don't know. They're just observing you and they be thinking of what I can get from another man.
Yeah.
They want killing himself like in fact. I'm not looking for love, oh my brother. I'm looking for what I can get.
Especially when you're speaking from the context of marriage, I could care less about boyfriend and girlfriend, especially like I said, the women issue and the issue of marriage, because marriage is a lifelong commitment. That's the most consequential decision you will ever make in your life. And not about which college you went to, working a job you get, how much you make. The woman that you will marry for the rest of your life will determine your life. That's just it. Not only you, but also your children. I've said it on the show. So we're talking from a position of marriage, and the situation, the case that Ali just made, that's why I keep saying the people who go to Africa in search of relationship, they are at the biggest disadvantage, because the short time frame you won't be permitted to see people character or their will. in a short period of time. So technically, you are the disadvantage. Yeah, it's the thing, maybe. Whether it's about nobody is perfect. That's why even in biblical verses, they will tell you, say, oh, the woman is a helper. Your woman was meant to complement you, right? In area that you got weaknesses, that where she got her strength. So we complement each other. She's the helper. So I'm not looking or I'm not telling you to go and find a perfect woman out there, but there are certain baseline characters that you will see in someone before you can consider marriage. Because marriage is a lifelong commitment. Marriage is not based on love. That love thing is a lie. Even for men, what you call love, at the end of the day, you can bring 100 men here and interview them. You know what men interpret to be love? A woman who honor and respect them. That's men's interpretation of love. The moment a woman respect her husband, right? And she's disciplined enough to respect her husband, men interpret love for respect. Any woman that respect her husband, I love my wife. He ain't talking about that feeling where you can say butterfly flying and stuff, but that's not what he's talking about. He knows there's a woman that will have it back. Maybe the day he broke, he left something with her, or maybe she can help him in difficult time, and she respect him. Most especially when it comes to being in public, because they got some rude women that they will choose to disrespect you in the public. So for men interpret love as respect. Any woman that honor and respect her husband, he believes that woman love him. So that's how we interpret, because the whole thing about love, that you're emotional roller coaster thing. It can come today and go tomorrow, and the next day you're fighting boxing matches. So I think they call love. It does not exist. The discipline, the respect for your husband, that's what men interpret to be love. So, like I said, at the end of the day, it's all about having enough time. That's why people call dating. Why do you think during the olden days before people get married, traditional marriage, your family will go do background check about another family? They will forget about even the woman. They're going to the grandma, the grandpa. You think why they used to do it? Because they want to get a clear understanding of that particular girl, her background, where she came from, before that son can get married to them. That was the way it was done. But in this modern day, the first thing that comes to mind when you talk about dating is sex. The men want sex. Most men out there is the primary objective. You get or get to a movie, you go to some restaurant, 2 or 3, the next thing, big, I want to go drugs. So even when the woman got a horrible character, he won't see it. But he want to get married, sign the contract, lock in the deal, and think that the woman is going to change overnight. No, all those signs were there. You just wasn't paying attention. You never carry on your background check, and you think that because you are married with a ring and changing your last name, the person character is going to change. That's a lie. You are in it for the long term. That's why we get higher divorces. That's why we get marriages breaking apart, because people fail to do the basic fundamental work of marriage, which is extreme and thorough vetting. You got to vet before you get married. You don't just get into marriages. But anyway, that's it for me. I start right there.
Well, that's it. But I'll leave another thing before we go, because I think tonight is
oh yeah, we enjoying the day before the new year.
So this is not only about the women, but also to all men, especially the young men coming up there today. Those of are coming back literally second. Those of you young men who are also preparing maybe to have your own relationship here and there. This thing that we are saying, because you can be financially stable. That's another thing. You can take somebody the other month just talking something in person that you think that, oh, I love you, that means you want somebody that will be hungry. No, nobody that will be with you and be hungry. So you got to get something doing first. When you have something doing, then now you can go out there now and look for a woman, or maybe look for that woman of your kind that will also be able to help you up, because the mom said, women are helpmate. Anywhere we fall short, anywhere we're not able to continue, that for example, because you can get sick, their whole life, men are not superhuman. We too, we can get sick, we can lose our job, things can happen to us. Now, who's going to take care of us? If a woman not able to do anything, for example, you make her to look like queen who says, somebody, I don't know queen around here, until she's not able to do anything. So when something happened to you tomorrow, like for example, they sack you, they say that they sack you, the whole entire community know that you're not working. Why? Because of the kind of woman you have. So you gotta be careful. And you too, woman, our mothers, our sisters out there tonight, as you go about tonight with your wife's night, you should make the plan. It's not about prayer. Prayer alone will not solve no problem. It's your own actions. All these things are physical actions, are physical things that you are doing. So put your character together. Look for that father of your children. Because mom, we have so many handbags. You know, me, for me, I can call them handbag. Oh, that my son father, that my son mother, that my dad, All these things are it's not good. It's not good character. When you have women having children here and there, men having no, it's bad. But we think that it's sports. We think that it's good. So my brother, that all I can say about anything, and we transition to the family member.
Yeah,
I think we just go to serious conversation to the end of the show today.
Yeah.
Because really, let them have fun.
The problem here, like Monk said something. I think most of the problem coming from, like, I always like my sister-in-law. She and her boyfriend, they spent like almost 16 years together, and everything was okay. The moment they got married, problem. Boyfriend and girlfriend life is different from married life. That's that people don't know. There are two different things there. Because the way that girl will be selfing you, this and that, because she doing it that she don't want to lose you, and that man too, he doing it like he want to protect you for other men to come, not to come around. When you're married now, he feel to himself, oh yeah, I get you. And you too, you feel to yourself, oh yeah, I get him. Then you feel somehow complacent. Now you start to change. You start to do things. And that's the time now the both of you start to live together to really know one another. But you coming for weekend, you going. The other person, oh yeah, you can't, you spend a day. Boyfriend and girlfriend life is different from marriage life. And this is why today most marriages are not holy. And people don't know this thing. And like our brothers and sisters who live from here, you get relationship in Labrador, you been talking with that man 2 years, and you wouldn't when Labrador, you spend 1 month December, you came by, you send for him. The 1 month that he's going over there, he will pay all the time to you. She will pay all the time to you. Then you just come now, you send for him or you send for her. When the person come now, you're coming to live together now, then you start to see their attitude.
Oh yeah.
And we say most of these things because I feel to myself that women are always the victim. For example, Ali Masale can marry 2-3 times, and it's not really going to be a stigma on me as compared to woman. You marry Ali Masale, you divorce. You marry Mabel, you divorce. You marry Monk, you divorce. 3 men, you alone. That's a stigma on you as a woman. It's not good for both parties, but women, it's a stigma on you. Then the other men will be like, why they get her married 3 men, she had divorced.
Oh yeah.
So like that, when you take time, you become a public property.
Mm-hmm.
But we the men, sometimes we even say, yeah, first of all, women love marriage than we the men. If some men they say they not get time, you can be there. When you say, oh yeah, you know why Ali, we been together, it is time for us to get married, we just be like that. So this is why we say some of these things, just to guide our sister, they had to put themselves together, they had to be careful. Because they are always the victim. And it's a big stigma on them as compared to men. You see, some men, because of their character, their integrity, they will not want to be involved into that kind of thing, marry 4-5 times, 2-3 times. But woman, you marry 2 times, men divorce you, that's a stigma on you now. You take that, you end up in the church now, you say, oh, I will live my life for God, you just be going to church now, or you get children, take care of them, or you be in the mosque now. You see, so that's why we say some of these things most days is not that we hate our sisters, we only say it to put them on guard. Because
most of them, they are the faithful. Let me be frank. The reason there is a monk or about you will see a man who is 50 or 60, still married to 20 years old.
25 years old, yeah, 23.
25 years old. So, but you're not seeing a lady, a woman who is 50, coming down to other 25 years old man. No.
No.
So they are always, they are the victim. So will not be here and sugarcoating because some of us we have daughters or we have children too. So we'll not sit and say yes. No, because tomorrow when this thing, if you don't put, but I think we're talking something very, very sound like when you talk about the issue of the boyfriend and girlfriend and that of the marriage and so wow. But Ali, with the issue of marriage, thank God the 2 of us we are married people, right? So the first thing is entitlement. Let me tell you, for me, from my own observation, even up to now, the issue of entitlement, like I own this person, is one of the major problems. For me, I want to say into most of the marriages today that you own the person because 2 of you are married and you're forgetting to know that the 2 of you agree to come together for common good. But the person own their own life and you own your own life. But the 2 of you agree to come together to have a better life. It doesn't mean that the person will not shake. And this is a problem. Over the cell phone, you want to control the person's cell phone, you know 2 of us, we are husband and wife. So as supposed to know your password, you supposed to know that, you supposed to know, people are hiding. opening passport, you doing all the kind of things, my brother. What causes most of the problem today? That people want to know what's going on, what their partners are doing. No, my brother. If look, 99 days for rule. What I can tell people, if you allow that partner to do whatsoever thing that they are doing to them, that they are perfect, they do, leave them. One day they will confess to you, surprisingly, that they're into something that are not good, and they want to tell you something. But also, it's also good to check. You know, sometimes people can get very, oh, don't check behind your person, don't do this. Yes, it's good. But sometimes go a game, sometimes you don't allow things to fly for years. Sometimes after 2-3 years, or maybe a year or months, sometimes you check one time and you break. Because if you're not careful too, your resources that you're working for will be going somewhere else unknown to you. So when you check, then you will know exactly as to, oh, but wait, how come this thing is happening? Oh, okay. Because the reason why I'm saying this today, Mark, I have the experience with one of my uncle who is a woman. Because I think two of them, they were just staying together, but what they were together, one their house, unknown to him, with home money.
He married an investor. He didn't marry a wife. He married a real estate agent. That's why I can tell you gotta fight before you get married.
With home money.
Yeah.
And people tell themselves, they were late. They want to say, no, the property not for you. The property, and at the end of the day, the people say, yeah, the property for the woman.
Because he was trying to be responsible for accountability. Accountability means that he must have given her asset, and he was asking her as to where the money is over time, where the bank kept, whether they have a joint account, because there's no way a woman would build a house unknown to you and you are married. That means that you are very funny and a foolish man. Because if you are giving your woman money to keep, I said that she got to give you a report, you got to verify that particular funds are being kept for the reason it was intended for. So if she can go and build a house unknown to him, then he didn't marry a wife, he married a real estate investor. She's a property developer. Yeah.
So communication is the best way in relationship, in marriage, and everything. Communication. Learn to communicate, even if the issue is tough. Learn to communicate the issue out. Even if you can easily communicate with a partner, because the more talk about their way of responding. Because more our talk that comes from us, the human nowadays is too bad. Let me be frank, we don't easily know how to communicate. That's one of our major mistakes about life.
And that's a major thing in relationship too, communicating. Because the thing about communication is, I don't have an X-ray machine to read my wife or my girlfriend's mind, right? Okay, so if there is a problem, and communication will go a long way before trust, because you got to first communicate before you can even establish trust. Communication means the relationship, no relationship is perfect. What makes a relationship to last long is being able to compromise on differences, because we are two separate individuals. We got our own personality. We're not trying to make a family or a relationship to work. So more than likely, there will be times where things won't go well. But look, when someone tells you I've been married for 45 or 50 years, you think they and their wife never had a problem? No, they were just able to solve their problem every time problem arises. And it starts with communication. My wife got certain things she doesn't agree with. Oh, honey, I don't like this. This one, it bothers me. Then we'll find a way to work around that, what they call marriage. Marriage is discipline, it's not love. The ability to stick to somebody for years after year, decade after decade. Maybe it's the toughest job you ever execute in your life, to make sure you keep your family together. But yeah, it's the thing, like I said, I'm not talking about girlfriend or boyfriend, I'm talking about marriage. That's a lifetime contract. The biggest challenge here is before the marriage. Because people cannot hide their behavior for too long. They will do it for a short period of time. Everything comes down to your background check, to your vetting, and paying attention to details. Maybe if you was a go on a date and you met this nice looking, fun little girl, maybe she got a good family background, proper upbringing. If she have interest in being with you for the long time, if you're a man who can really better, you will know. You will see it from a conversation. You will see it from the way in which she treat you. Women love security in relationship. That's why they always push in marriage. A girl who want to marry you, she will start talking about long term. She will put it in the form of joke, but she ain't just looking at things on the surface. And one of the biggest mistakes men make, like I said, when it comes to dating, they only want to take down draws. Maybe 8 out of every 10 men, the first thing that comes to his mind, he won't take down draws. That's how we're wired. Okay. So when these red flags are there, the woman will show it, but he will choose to ignore it in the name of love. You seeing it? And then when they get to the marital stage now, in the marriage now, they the woman changed. No, the woman never changed. She showed you those signs. You just wasn't paying attention. Let me give you one example. You dating your girl. Any woman or any girl that want to be with you long term, she won't like for you to spend recklessly. Even when you're in boyfriend and girlfriend relationship.
Exactly.
When you want to say, oh honey, we need it to let's keep the money. Because you know what? She thinks that if you spend recklessly, it will affect her in the long run. And she wants to be with you long term. She will stop you. Even when you're going on date, she will pick.
That's a financial strain I'm talking about.
Even when you're going on date, she will start picking cheaper restaurants and places you should go. Because you know what? She's invested in long term. And anything that will sabotage her long-term relationship, she will try to put it on a cover. But just example, you talk to a girl today, the next thing she requests money, right? You think that just went off. The next day, she got some kind of problem the second time. The third time, she requests. She ain't even talking about how you will be together, your personality. No, every time you make a call, she thinks it's an opportunity for her to extract money from you. You think that's a woman. You think that that's behavior happening overnight? Do you think that when you get married to her, something is going to change? Even though she show you all the signs that she see you like an ATM, she gave you all the indication, because when you got talk, you don't talk nothing in depth. Everything you get surface level discussion, and before the discussion comes to an end, she got some kind of need. You think that because you marry her, something is going to change. So for most men, that's where the problem comes from. They don't vet. They are into sex. They want the physical aspect, into that tertiary relationship. Oh, they into love, and I got interest in the girl. She look beautiful. She get back and front. That's all. But at the end of the day, if you can really, really do your homework, like I said, when you come, when you encounter a better person, you will be able to project that, you know what, I can take a risk and marry this person. I'm not saying it will be 100% guaranteed, but more than likely the relationship will survive, because they will show you signs. Women don't hide their emotion. Men, we can do things. Like I can only show, I can tell. I say women, even when it comes to sexual relationship, or man can love his wife to death, he can see anybody and get into out with them. Woman won't do that. But men, we were never trained to use our heart to think. We got to pay attention. We got to do our background check, our vetting, and make sure that this person is compatible with you, or they can complement you in places that you are weak. And then you can make a good family in a relationship. That's how marriage is all about. Because marriage, trust me, is more difficult than boyfriend and girlfriend. That's discipline, long-term discipline too. So
because you people have to train other people, because you people have to train other your children too. Now they coming up, and they have to follow suit. So you're right.
It's not easy. It's not easy.
Go ahead, but I'll leave another thing before we go to the line, maybe to hear from our people on the New Year Eve, because these are all things that we all will go through. There's no life that you can live without social life, and these things that we're discussing today are all important. That's why today you hear in the news of our speaker today is all into the media.
Hey, what you happy today, Mabel? I think that's the issue.
Oh yeah, the family, right? I saw.
Yeah, the people like that thing that they now make it out of social issue.
Yes, so let me play a couple so you can see the reaction of the family. I don't know whether it really makes sense or not.
Your statement from the Coon family as it relates to the response for claims made by the elder sister, Cecilia Coon. And that statement will be read by Dr. Dr. Shimmer, sorry.
So before we do the statement, can we know who all?
Yes.
So we can start from here.
Yeah, okay, I'm Samuel Kuhn Jr. Elder brother to both of them.
Who is the one?
Cecilia Kuhn and Richard Kuhn.
And this one, first one to the sister, the younger sister.
Okay.
You're full of joking that country.
Senior brother to Honorable Speaker Richard Kuhn and Cecilia Kuhn.
I'm Pastor Sideon, best friend, a cousin to Richard and Cecilia.
My name is Elizabeth P. Kuhn, sister to Honorable Richard Kuhn and Cecilia Kuhn.
My name is Lawrence M. Sherman. I'm cousin to both the Honorable Richard Kuhn and Cecilia Kuhn. So I'll proceed with the statement. The Blamo Kuhn family has taken serious note of ongoing public statements and circulating claims made by Madam Cecilia Kumpo involving the Coon's name, urging her in the strongest terms to immediately desist from actions and utterances that tarnish the name, reputation, and integrity of her younger brother, the Honorable Speaker of the House of Representatives, Richard N. Coon. The Blamo Coon family categorically and unequivocally states that these claims are false, misleading, and completely without merit. Madam Cecilia Coon Paul is the elder sister of Speaker Richard N. Coon. Any assertion to the contrary is a deliberate misrepresentation of the facts. These false narratives, widely discussed in public spaces and on social media platforms, have the potential to bring unnecessary disrepute to the Coon family and undermine the dignity of the office of the Speaker of the House of Representatives. The Coon family strongly condemns the spread of falsehoods, misinformation, and unverified allegations, and calls on members of the public, media institutions, and social media users to exercise restraint, responsibility, and respect for family dignity as well as national institutions. Family disagreements or grievances, particularly those involving sensitive personal and familial relationships, should be addressed through appropriate family channels, including dialogue and mediation, rather than being projected into the public domain where they may be distorted or exploited. For the avoidance of doubt, the Coon family reiterates that Madam Cecilia Coon Paul is the elder sister of Speaker Richard N. Coon, who is her younger brother. Any suggestion otherwise is false and misleading. The Coon family remains committed to unity, peace, and the preservation of its reputation, and will take all necessary steps to prevent further damage arising from the dissemination of the false information. The family thank the public for its understanding and cooperation. This press statement was signed by Sedawon Besman, who is the head of the family of the Coon Blamo Family Union. Thank you.
Well, just maybe a couple of questions. What is this whole?
Wow. Ali, I know.
For me, like I said, those people, they are just wasting their time. They are just wasting their time for the fact that there are legal documents to prove that Rachel Coon and Cecilia Coon are legally married. All these things they are doing is just a waste of time. Where were you people when they were carrying on this insect behavior of brother marrying his sister just because of green card and US citizenship? Why were they advised that you people give them? That's the first thing. Number two, the time Cecilia raised the issue about Rachel divorcing her. And if you people know there are brothers and sisters that got married, it was an arranged marriage, what did you people do? That was the time. You shouldn't have said there and allow it to escalate today. That was the time you want to call Rachel Coon because of your position. You know why you and your sister went into, go and divorce her quietly. But like we said, you want all, you lose all. Because you didn't get the citizenship, so you don't want to divorce her, you don't want to give her the property and things. So why? This is why bringing all of these things. Because you sat down there, the brother and sister got married. That's an insect behavior that they carry on, which is against our law. And you know Rachel Coon need to be prosecuted for that. There's a time that you're supposed to spend in prison just because of that in Liberia. We're talking about all those fraudulent acts in America, but that alone. So you're doing, like I said, you go on BBC World News, as I said today. It's a waste of time. Rachel Coon will be removed from that speakership position because what the act he carry on, let you go with a promiscuous and insect life and leave our speakership position. People with such a life, he deserves to hold such position in our country. So you're just wasting your time from there. You're trying to get airtime on BBC and Al Jazeera. It's a waste of time. Cecilia Coon, she know the American law, so I don't even say hard time for her own business. But Rachel Coon, with the position you're holding in our country, to carry on such an act, you must go. So tell your people, you get money 1.8 billion, million rather in your budget. Look for airtime, let it go on BBC and Al Jazeera. Nonsense.
Wow. That's a legal and a moral argument Ali is making. I think he's 100% right. He said it all. The whole marriage, it was arranged. So it means the family must have been in the know. They knew exactly what's happening. Because you cannot say you want to differentiate family matter from public matter. You want to keep the family business private at the same time defending one of the accused. It's not possible. So yeah. You see, I don't know this guy, like how you think. You know, you are a public figure. You know the thing will come to dragging the public. But that's why I said from day one, you should have handled the thing in the back. I could care less, because at the end of the day, you bring this pastor, you are only playing damage control. You get a PR or thing you are trying to do now to mitigate the damage you have caused. But it's late. Whenever this kind of event surface in the public, you cannot take them back. People will come up with their own explanation, their own theory. But I know at the end of the day, like I said, and Ali said it right, the controversy surrounding the speaker, it means he cannot maintain that position. He should be out. And then we'll look at the American side, the implication, the legal aspect. But at the end of the day, you cannot be a speaker and be engaged in such an act. Is a criminal offense against our family and penal code laws of Liberia. So you cannot be speaker and bring this much drama to the honorable house. And the family, you can do all you want. If you guys very serious, you're serious about this matter, y'all go do independent DNA. Because if they are brother and sister, then more than likely the DNA test will prove that. But all they want, bring in some pastor, Liberia, anything is possible. Who knows whether you put something in their pocket or come and play the PR game. And I'm not staying so on this whole idea. I mean, it's a good thing. Sometimes you want to keep the family out of certain thing, but at the end of the day, it's too late. The play has reached now. It is a point of no return. So I think it's way overdue and it's late for the family. I don't think you can come and play damage control at this stage in the game. It's late. Nothing you can do about it.
And to that, let me just.
And they are co-conspirators too, because if they are a biological sister and they all from the same family, then more than likely, as you said, they were in the know when this arranged marriage happened. Simple as that.
Yeah, go ahead, Mark. I don't know whether you true, because
I'm okay. We can open the line a little bit, a few calls.
So it's 3 years imprisonment or maybe in prison, according to our law. If they crime go to court, they go to court, and by now maybe if the speaker found guilty, you will be in prison for 3 years, according to what I'm reading here. So, to Brother Ali, you just know everything. That's just the fact. But why are they defending one party, the mom was saying, and acting like they are going against the other party? You say you want to solve family issues.
I know, right? It's crazy, maybe our people, I don't know, like I don't know how I want to think in working that country, maybe. If you are claiming they are brothers and sisters, then you are literally saying you were in the know when they got married, because there is no way, even if the marriage were arranged, it means that all the members, the most important, we're talking about brothers and sisters, including the older brother, it means you guys were in the know. Then, if the arranged marriage collapsed, it means you cannot defend one side, no matter the allegation, because they are brother and sister, and you put your blessing upon this union. So you are co-conspirator. So if you come out to defend one side between a dispute, because technically it's also a family dispute. Yes. Biological sister.
And they are not even condemning, Mom.
Yeah. They
are not even condemning.
So when you are taking a side, that means you are implicating yourself following the judgment, because you guys are all brother and sister, and you cannot take one side in the family matter. Then how can you come tell the public, say, oh no, certain secret, you cannot bring, I gotta respect the family secret, and we can come on man, your thing, man. And the brother,
so to all of you, the family members today that turn out, including the pastor, you know, well, anyway, let's go, because when we talk,
why the brother pastor?
Why you even bring a pastor to come?
Because they want to claim, they want to prove credibility. To prove credibility for PR purposes, so they can say, yeah, you know, they say, I will remember with super, everything we can look at God. So when you bring a man of God, then people will buy the story. That it just means, like I said, you're shooting yourself in the leg. You keep making a mockery out of yourself. It's a
and
very
we said, I think Mark and myself, we said this, I think our maybe Monday, yes, on Monday we said it that the more you come out to the public, the more you are deep in the womb. Hey, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you get money, sometimes if the money not get no use, maybe more, you just have to find a way to, maybe for you to use the money anyhow. But Rachel Kuhn, the best thing you can do for yourself, if I were you, by this, you just resign. Because all of the bureaucracy, all of the money and police, is just all about you resigning first. When you resign first, then now you can go solve your own family matter. But to still be at that level of our leadership, and you still trying to play, I don't know what you call it, you want to soften the ground, you want to do this, all that thing you're doing, honorable speaker, a waste of time. And trust me, after this week, next week, you will see the kind of things that start building up. So you got so all that thing our family member doing, they just wasn't their own time, honorable speaker.
But maybe you see how our so-called religious people can implicate themselves and make a mockery of themselves. If you got a family dispute and this family has a pastor that they respect, right? When this thing was happening behind the scene in terms of the disagreement, this is where the pastors should have come in to settle this matter before even getting to the public. Because if it's a family matter and you want to bring a pastor, it means you are trying to establish credibility. And if you attempt to establish credibility, it means that you don't have credibility. That's why you are bringing him to play cover up. So either way, you mess this thing up. It just says a lot about your decision making and your thought process. You're just making it worse.
0770, that take few calls more. That's just the point. They still messing everything up. Anything they do, you can call. Even the I don't know who is the religious advisor to the president, is still messing things up. But again, that go to the land of these are kind of leaders we have in our society that carrying us through. Yes, indeed. To this first caller, Charles Cooper. Charlie, good evening.
Good evening, everyone.
Yeah, my brother, go ahead. Happy pre-New Year to you.
Happy New Year, neighbor. It's not pre now. By faith, we are already in the New Year. Happy New Year.
Okay, go ahead, my brother.
Happy New Year to the rest of the panelists. We hope for a prosperous 2026. Neighbor, on the issue, on the social issue, let me just chip in quickly before I talk about our speaker issue. Neighbor, like for me, I categorize women into three groups. You got those women who are what are called the welfare women. You got the warfare women, the funfair women. There are some women, maybe when they come into your life only for fine time, so I call them the funfair women. And there are some, when they come into your life, they bring trouble. They bring embarrassment, disgrace, and trouble. That the warfare women. And there are those ones that come into your life to cater to you. They will understand they are the welfare women. These are the understanding women. These are what they want about describe as virtual woman or women. So there are three kinds of women that I normally talk about. So you have to.
Well, we not get to you, Charles. I know what happened to your line. All right. So we're not getting Charles. We'll call back. David King. David, good evening. Yes, my brother. Go ahead.
Happy New Year, my brother.
Yeah, thank you.
Happy New Year for you. I wish all of us was for 2026. A fire burn politically 2026. Now to the issue. No, what we are hearing, there are 23 lawmakers from quote-unquote majority bloc, including the 31 members from the minority bloc. Just 4 nights ago, the guy had a meeting for the majority bloc at Samuel Puga House. There's a Samuel Puga House in Origin Farm concerning the removal of whom. So now, who is all what they play lobbying with people, even trying to find extended family. What the thing is, bringing religion political has already started. So for me, I don't believe in the for religion men, religion woman, but these are the white people behind the country, right? Some of these people don't care about reality, but they will let you taste out the wrong thing. Inside marriage is a offense in this country. So if school did incest marriage, I think it is given upon him to step aside and lead our speakership, because we do not want somebody who do not have the moral standing to be the terrible, powerful man in the country. And they have said they will boycott the president so that if who does not leave the post, he and his deputy, they who have been playing, Civil Kane will be the deputy speaker. The guys are ready. and they have a meeting already to book a place.
All right. Thank you, David King. Charles, go ahead, my brother. Then we'll leave a few. Take other call.
Was disrupted because of bad network. But neighbor, like I said, the greatest decision that a man can make is to decide the kind of woman you want to live his life with. So every young man is coming up. You gotta be very careful on the kind of woman you want to stay with. And on the issue of the speaker affair, maybe, like I said it last time, if Liberia was a very serious country, by January 13th, the House will be asking the speaker to recuse himself and go and clear his name, because you can't be the third most powerful man in this country and you are in the kind of scandal. And you know the speaker is always in the scandal that will bring public embarrassment and disgrace to the nation. When you're into public service, maybe what you do does not only affect you, it affects the nation, because you are the third most powerful man. You are the speaker of the Republic of Liberia, and people want to say, oh, the man and relationship, that personal issue. Again, I can be thinking maybe how people honor something in this country, maybe. The other country, you see the speaker, he may voluntarily resign. Because look at the kind of thing that family or having press conference, is that damage control they are doing now? How come that the woman is saying that you are married? So it requires, it needs investigation. And that investigation should even your house. And Father Musa Delete and the rest of those lawmakers to put into that issue. They should say communication on the floor. Let the speaker recuse himself because he's there into all type of things, maybe. Thank you.
Thank you, my dear brother. Keep in fact, keep a calls coming right up to 0770203125 to take more calls at least, and to be able to cross over to our team so that we'll be able to find our way. Yeah, we got to go for watch night tonight. Those of you who have at least a day tea and bread, just invite some of us will come over. 0770203125. That's the number. What's to you? The brother, they're happy that do right now. Some of you are already on the way for the watch night. You're thinking about the life, you're thinking about all of the happening, how you're going to settle this, how you're going to put this together. But again, we're almost there, people, and we'll get there by the grace of God. But yes, so we have about 6 more minutes to go. Let me not eat all of our time. And yes, Mark, I think we got to go home because we have at least we play all of our parts.
Oh yeah, we did our thing. We're giving extra 15 minutes today, so we'll cover all our bases. I think it's a great thing. My only thing is Happy New Year to folks out there. We are a few hours away, especially for you guys in Liberia. And the only thing I can tell you, the New Year is not about resolution. It's just about structure and discipline. You don't need God to change anything in your life. You just got to be disciplined enough to do a self-check, a personal inventory, especially when it comes to family, love, and relationship. It's incumbent upon you to do some deep search and to change certain character and behavior in you. So it's not about going to watch night and praying all day that God come and change your life. You got to change yourself. And it's an intentional decision that you must make if that's going to happen, so you can become a better person. Because when you get a right structure in place, when you exercise the right discipline, then the result will be predictable. You got to pray for it, right? Remember, the farmers that can plant rice, do they pray before the seed can grow?
No.
No, because they know when they plant, they got to harvest. That's a natural law. They don't need to pray for it. The same thing with your life. If you change certain characters and behavior in your own life and build certain discipline, you will get a result. You don't need to pray for it. You will not pray for things that beyond your control, nothing that you can change. And I want to think people have problem with in Africa. We don't know
why. People more there are people who are not Christian, they are not Muslim, but they're prospering.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you going to say?
You ain't praying for nothing. You're just doing the right
thing. Yeah, go ahead, brother. Go ahead. I don't want to pass
that. Doing the ring, so you got to pray for a ring. The ring is going to come. You don't need to pray for a ring. Once the season comes, it will happen because what? All the conditions were met for the rainy season to come. So that's just how life is. You can go to church, it's a good thing. You can go and pray to God, but no, any aspect of praying to God, make sure you work on yourself because you are held accountable and responsible for your own life. God is not responsible for your life. That's my final talking point. For
2025, I want to say thank you so much, Mark. Actually, we've been here from January 1 to 2025 up to the end of 2025. Is good, even though only Steve and that of Mr. Canada go for break. Yes, our team they have been in and out, but we were able to be here up to the end of the year. That's just so great, and I hope and pray that Next year we will have the same strength by the grace of God. Because for some of us we don't pray for all of these things. We pray for long life and strength. That's the only thing that we can pray for, because we know you got to put your way through. Then at the end of the day, things will get better for you. But thank you, Mark, and thank you for always representing the SKTV show. All of the things you said, all of the things you've been saying, all of the things that you've been doing. People keep talking about us and you, and that's good, Mark. Thank you, and send our greetings to the family. We just passed by with this message. And to our supporters, we hope and pray that hopefully next year will not be the same. You will be able at least to chip in with your little or maybe 1 cent of your little support. That will also carry us through into all of the things that we do here. Because mind you, the government cut off speech. They see these critical media as people who are always against them. And in fact, they are already talking their own or telling their own stories. So they don't need any media to tell a story. But hopefully, by the grace of God, next year we will see how far this story will go and which story the people will listen to. But Ali, what say you, my brother?
Okay, thanks to all our listening audience and followers who have been following the SKTV over the year from January to December 31st. We appreciate you all taking your time, burning your data to call, to visit the show. Other people taking a basic schedule. They are at work. They continue to watch the show. And to know what is happening in the country, we appreciate you all. And thanks to the platform. And then, again, tonight is the 31st night. People going for watch now. Make sure your children, watch over your children. And we know the kind of electricity we get in our country, going, coming, make sure everything is tight. Don't leave the children home while you go for watch net. Take your children with you. We want everybody to enter tomorrow safely in 2026 and by the special grace of God. Again, thanks to all the callers and thanks to everybody, Mr. Kane, Brazilian Mom, Mr. Dolly, Maybone, and every other people who were coming to participate on this platform here to discuss national issue. Thanks to you all. Till we can see in the new year. God bless America. God bless Liberia. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my dear brother Aliu. And let me also join the rest of the team from the SKTV, Mr. Conan and that or Steve and brother Mark or my brother Mark. And to say yes, indeed, brother Ali, thank you to also for taking out of your time. Sometimes you can be busy, but you're always here with us, and that's the best. So our doors are always open. Those of you, if you also want to be part of the SKTV, show every time will come up. Just get to Mo, get to Mr. Kana, get to Brother Ali, get to Steve, even me here, and you'll come up. Trust me, we don't. In fact, all we want is for people to talk about the common good of our country, the happening of our land, and how best that Liberia can prosper. That's all we want, because we want better Liberia. We don't want the people to continue to make our country to look terrible, like the former Prime Minister was saying. Can we not change the way we do politics? Can we not change the way we've been stealing from our people? Can we not change everything? So the door is open. All of you, especially our mothers, our sisters, come on the show. Come on the show and have your own say, have your own point, have your own take, and that's it. But again, Mark, and to all of you, let me say good night. Thanks to the head of radio and programs, Roberts. Thanks to the management, headed by Laike Benete. I want to say good night to all of them. Thank you so much for always giving us the opportunity. This is a great opportunity being given to all of us to come here and talk about the common good of our country. Thank you, my brother, and good night to all of you. We see on Friday, because tomorrow is New Year Day. Maybe we may not be around, but hopefully Friday, the 2nd of January, we will be here, which of course, that will be year 3 of the rescue government. Fireworks starts, hopefully Friday up to the 2026. Thank you so much.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Monitor people who willing to serve. Blessing that time and that effort are rest. The project is giving us here the promise of them. So welcome and life with African.
I live
Master.
Clear you, I can't Sktv-Lib. Say my journey, Tina can I say my jamo. And yes, I know money, and more I know. And you love
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Muscle rider, lofa, and grandbaza.
And I dine ya tumale, and I salia ya tumale, and I quantly ya tumale, and I quadruple ya tumale, and I dine ya tumale, and I salia ya tumale, and I quantly ya tumale, and I quadruple ya tumale, and I forget na ya tumale. That's the biggie, and I forget na. Cause you walk on my ya tumale. Yeah.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Muscle rider, lopa, and grandbaza.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking for podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and out part of the globe. For the top people who waiting to serve. The flesh, the time, and the efforts are rare. The broadcast we giving are real and the premise my best. To work with my life without fear. From Grandfather Nima to Lufa, from Riverside, River G to Chile, from Grand Crew, Bombing, Cape Mount, Montserrat, Sano to Bacalu, from Maryland, Bonk to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv,